Did you say you worked for Everytown or for Bloomberg? Or is it one and the same? That's what I'm trying to clarify here.
I work for Everytown for gun safety. Yep.
Okay, so, and this was founded by the Bloomberg Group?
It was an organization that started out under Mayor Bloomberg's administration when he was in City Hall in New York City.
Okay, so may I ask, does he still fund both groups?
He is absolutely one of our funders, among hundreds and hundreds of other funders from across the country.
Okay. Okay, because I'm thinking, I've heard a lot this week in testimony and sitting here listening to you. I think it needs to be said that instead of attacking the mindless gun, we need to address the criminally minded person and make them have more tougher laws for these criminals to spend more time, in jail if they're going to attack people and assault them and kill them and all of this. I mean, this is off the topic for just a second, but I know a couple days ago we had a debate on the House floor about sexual offenders and where they should be placed in communities. Rather than arguing about that in the same way, maybe we need to have tougher laws for these criminals. And the same thing here with these gun laws. That's what I think. Instead of having tougher gun laws and infringing on the Second Amendment rights of people, we need to have stricter laws and penalties for the criminals. And that's just my thought. Thank you.
Yeah. No. And I would, again, I think just say that folks that work on this issue think this is a key way of preventing future violence. And I would just say that I know there's going to be some continued debate about how far you want this to go. If you decide on a state prohibitor, how much you want it to go beyond federal law or line up with federal law. Again, 75% of these particular protective orders, folks were already prohibited by federal law. So essentially, again, they are already prohibited from possessing firearms. And this is just sort of making sure that there is some kind of protocol in place by which sort of we make sure they comply with that prohibitor by turning in their firearms.
Okay, I think that many of us are aware, maybe not everybody, but many of us are aware that this seems to be like a tactic just to assault the Second Amendment rights used by Bloomberg. If it weren't this way, maybe it would be some other way. But that's what this is. It's an assault on the Second Amendment rights. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Okay.